Hello, I'm VJ Karana. Welcome to the final episode of this series of My Australia, a show about people from overseas having Australian experiences. Coming up today, Tony takes a huge leap and becomes an Australian citizen, Shobbie tackles her fear of fish, and some of our guests meet each other for the first time and talk about their experiences. First up today, Tony decides to become an Australian citizen on Australia Day. He's one of 13,000 people from 143 countries who are doing this in ceremonies all around the nation.
My name is Tony. I'm from China. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, so I guess really developed a very close relationship with my grandma. I made my decision to come to Australia about 5 years ago and studied here for about 2 years. I live in the eastern suburb of Sydney. The building I live is in 1920s, really Art Deco building, but it gives you a feeling that it's a home. I work for a film company for marketing. It's mainly about online campaign. My typical day now would be get up about 8 o'clock and doing some morning exercise and stretching. And then I'll come back, start to do my daily work. And then I will go to the gym to try to keep myself fit. I guess it's really a relaxing lifestyle in Australia, and I can do a lot of things that I really want to, and people won't judge you on what you do. I've been volunteering with one of the organizations in Sydney for about more than 2 years now. It's ACON, stands for AIDS Council New South Wales. I guess for volunteering work, I get much more than I've ever give. I can do that myself. I more appreciate the people around me. Like I start to hug people and everything. And you really feel that intimacy of people. And they always tell me 1 hug a day keeps doctor away. So I guess that's something I've learned. Just when I count down the last hour to my citizenship ceremony, I didn't sleep too much last night. I'm a bit excited. And I came to Hyde Park this morning, see all those people. I feel, wow, it's quite cheerful. It's like a carnival. It's really festival. I feel excited. I think there are 13,000 people today across Australia will become new Australian citizens. Amazing, isn't it? I think I start to call Australia home now, and that's probably the reason that I want to become an Australian citizen, to get involved with the community and have my say about this country's future. Ever since I came to Australia, I would say I really enjoy the freedom of being myself rather than hiding something. I think that there are 2 factors that really affect my life about my sexuality. In Australia, I got more accepting people. I feel there's more tolerance. I feel more pressure from the family back in China and the society. If I go to work, go to school. Happy Australia Day! Oh, hello, how are you today? Sure. What do I do with the form? Just fill in the top few ones.
Once you become an Australian citizen, you can fill out this form.
Now, the main thing today is that with you getting your citizenship is that you receive your Australian citizenship certificate. Now, the Lord Mayor will present this to you at the end of the formalities. And this certificate is your certificate to keep, and it's the proof of your Australian citizenship.
Which region in Shanghai? Which district?
Xuhui.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well, that's very centralized. I go there quite a lot too. So why do you want to become a citizen?
Because I live in this country, and it's always nice and very honorable to be an Australian citizen.
Yeah. I know. So you guys from Manila, or what is a quite vibrant city there too?
It's a place where we can easily blend in with the people and the culture. I like the lifestyle as well. Going to work just 9 to 5, and then after that you still have a couple of hours to meet your friends, go shopping, watch a movie, and then
Australia Day is our nation's single largest day of celebration. The citizenship ceremony is taking place here around Australia today, where a significant part of the celebrating this day. We'll begin today with an Indigenous ceremony known as the Welcome to Country.
All of us, bar our Indigenous citizens, are newcomers, are immigrants to Australia, sharing it with its original owners.
You have the right to political freedom and the responsibility to obey and uphold the laws that give you that freedom. So if you could repeat after me, from this time forward.
From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Please be seated. Congratulations, you are now officially Australian.
Jia Ying came to Sydney in 2006 from China to study at the university. Since coming to Australia, he has embraced the freedom of being able to be himself and has since been awarded a master's degree. Jia Ying says that he feels enormous gratitude for the many friendly people here, and he's also looking forward to a new chapter in his life, which begins today. Congratulations.
I feel great to become an Australian citizen. It makes me really want to commit myself to this country. After the ceremony, we just went down, have the tea together, and they all congratulate me. And we had a great time together. It's really wonderful to be with friends and let them to witness the whole thing. I'm going to put on my face. How do I look? Yeah.
All right, to all of you new Aussies, congratulations.
The Lord Mayor approached us and we took a picture together. But when we're standing there face to face, talk to her, take pictures together, that's a different feeling and it feels nice. I really enjoyed today. I really enjoyed being an Australian citizen. Enjoyed the whole ceremony and being with all the new people. I think it's really the beginning of a new chapter of my life.
That looked like a wonderful day, and he even got to meet the Lord Mayor of Sydney. Congratulations, Tony, and best of luck for the future. Our next story is not quite so grand, but fishing is a popular pastime in Australia, and Shobbie wants to have a go at it herself. The only problem is she's afraid of fish. So will she be able to tackle her fear? Let's find out.
I'm Shobbie and I'm from Malaysia. I spent most of my childhood in my head. I was, a dreamer. I was chronically hyperactive and sickly. Friends would describe me as crazy, probably a bit eccentric. Because I come from Borneo, I'm not used to a metropolitan life. I'm not used for things being really fast-paced. So Adelaide was a really nice mix of activity and the slow and comfortable pace. I'm currently studying communications and mass media in UniSA, McGill campus. George or Robert Bloomsfield? Jodie, I think. Lucky! Yeah. She's awesome. I've always wanted to work in a bookshop, and Unibooks is very convenient because it was on campus already. I got the job basically because I harassed the manager until I got the job. Performing, it's a mix of excitement and nervousness. At this big, bulging cortex, such knowledge. It's fun, it's something I would never give up because even in school I was in the playgroups and I was in public speaking, so the stage calls to me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going fishing today, so I'm gonna face my fear with that. It's first time fishing in Australia. I am actually very nervous about today, but I'm also very excited. Morning, Georgie.
Yeah, how was your night?
I've never gone deep sea fishing. I don't think I've ever been on a boat for that long of a time anyway. This is my dad, and he's come all the way from Malaysia. And he's coming fishing with us.
I'm looking forward to that.
Dad has come down to Australia. My mom and my dad are coming down for my graduation. And I managed to convince him to come fishing with me, mostly because, well, he's generally a very calm kind of guy. And I think I need that around when the fish come up. And I think it'll be good for me to have my dad there with me.
Normal, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is the fish doesn't stop when it dies.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm John.
Shobbie.
Oh, sweet.
See, this is Pete. Welcome aboard Royal Fishing Charters.
Okay, thank you. What can you catch with a fish this big? How big do you...
A fish this big.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Oh, my Lord. I do like a challenge, and, you know, for most things in life, I'm not afraid to jump in head first. But I would hope that this is perhaps a little... So I can focus on the excitement of it, a little bit more, you know, up and, you know, active. So that way I don't just sit and wallow in the fear and the nervousness of it. I'm worried the waves are going to throw me off the boat. Went camping when I was 12 with the Brat Camp. One of the challenges was to catch and cook a fish. And the tragedy was I caught 2 fishes, which was scary enough. And when it came time to actually cleaning the fish, our problem was our fish just didn't die. So we had to behead it. And fish don't stop moving when they are headless. So you have this headless thing just spurting blood all over the place. And we were 12 years old. We were terrified. And I have never forgotten that mental image of that headless, flopping fish.
Fish. We've got our Tommy on for bait.
Mm-hmm.
Just release the bail arm. And then let it down. Just watch the line. We're in quite deep water.
Okay. So how far should you go with that?
All the way till it stops letting the line out. I think you've got one.
What? What? What am I doing?
Now you're going to wind it up.
Why? What am I winding?
Wind this up.
Oh dear Lord in heaven. Stupid fish. Don't cling
I'm
on.
not too sure if it's... Yeah, you've got him, I think. Yeah, I think it's still there.
Oh, don't worry, it won't bite you.
Oh, you poor guy. Can I poke it? What fish is that?
That's a snapper.
I don't trust you. That's a red snapper.
Yes, it is.
I never knew red snappers had spots.
It's just 1 metre short.
What is the biggest fish you have ever caught?
The biggest I've ever caught would be probably a 70-pound Samson fish, around about 4 foot long. We've hooked and released a 12-foot white pointer once, accidentally. We didn't know it was a white until we got it right alongside the boat, and then we realised it was a white pointer. We had to cut the line and let it go. But,
why?
They're protected.
Okay. Mama.
These ones will flick.
Holy shit. Oh my God in heaven. Holy shit. That is a shark. Can you take the shark away from me now? Oh my God. Oh, this is not helping me at all. Oh, please, please. Help! Oh my God. I'm actually a bit nervous about sharks.
You're going to come out and pat the shark?
Because recently there have been some newspaper articles about, you know, sharks catching people out of the water. I know I won't be out of the water, but I think fish know when they're afraid of you. And sharks technically are a fish. So I think they'll be around.
I won't stop you!
This is borderline harassment.
You know what? Stuff this. I'm sick and tired of being scared of this stupid little thing. Does it flop or wiggle a lot when you're holding it?
If you hold it firm, no. You just got to hold it firm around the gills.
Holy mother God.
Bad timing.
Hold it firm around the gills.
Just measure it, make sure. Yep, he's legal. 40 centimetres. Grab the tail. That's it. That's it. That's the way.
Oh my God!
Now hold it firm. So,
no, I don't want to. Don't let go.
You're doing it. You got it.
Don't let go.
I already have.
Ah! Right. Okay, take it out for me now. I hate this.
You want to put him in the bin?
What bin?
Yeah, just behind you.
Oh,
there you go. That's all right. Drop him in there when you can. Hey!
Oh my God! It's the flopping. It's the flopping that scares me. It's icky! Ooh! Wash my hands. I was a little nervous at the time, so just thinking, you know, okay, see the fish, deal with the fish, hold the fish, kind of thing. So, you know, it's small steps. But I never realized how afraid I actually was until I saw the fish. So it was very interesting. I don't think it's very normal. Do not think I've overcome my fear. I think I might have gained a new fear of boats, but I don't know. I think it might be something I'll have to work on.
So it was definitely good for Shobbie. She has learned a lot from this experience. I hope it just do her well in the future. So anyway, she has gone through this experience. It's an exciting one for her. Something to learn from it. Back. Oh, this is.
Glad I had the experience, but I probably wouldn't do it again, simply because I don't think it's good for me to go through that over and over again.
You want to kiss goodbye?
No, thank you!
Great work, Shobbie. I have to say, I don't mind lazing about in a boat, but I'm not very good at actually catching fish. After the break, some of the My Australia guests meet each other for the first time and talk about their experiences. Stick around. Welcome back. We've spoken to some amazing people on My Australia and asked them some interesting questions. Here are some of the best. Hi, have you ever worked as a waitress?
Yeah.
What's it like?
Horrible.
Can you show us the size of the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Well,
It's pretty small. It's not an ice cream, silly. What was your proudest moment?
coming to this world.
When you were born?
Yep.
Okay. And how did it feel?
I don't know. I don't remember.
The wave hit the boat, boom, boom, boom. Chandeliers rattled, the chandelier dropped, went down, bounced off his head, which was bald, bounced off, hit his nose, landed in a bowl of soup, splashed all over him. I just stood there and looked at him and said, I'll get the manager.
I was in schoolies in Byron, and we thought it would be fun to light some fireworks in the nutty. So that was pretty hardcore.
You were nude lighting fireworks?
Yep, that's correct.
You're responsible for this makeover?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And are you happy with the way it turned out?
Yeah.
Can you describe how he looked before this?
Oh, not good.
What's the most radical thing you guys have ever done to your appearance?
I guess pierce my nipples.
Well, it's the final episode of My Australia for the series, and what better way to celebrate than to get some of the guests together for the first time to share a laugh and talk about their experiences. Check it out.
Hi, good morning. Hi. That must be Jasmine, is it?
Hello,
Hi, Jasmine. Frankie.
Hi, Frankie. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Nivea and Shobbie. We decided to go out on a picnic, and the families have bought a little bit of food which we are going to share during this picnic, and also try to get to know what exactly have been the experiences.
Awesome. Okay, I'll set the table.
Why?
I learned how. I did a bartending course.
Oh, when?
She's going to be using all her skills out.
What did you learn?
Oh, God. I learned how to pull a beer. So pull it from a tap so it's not so foamy at the top or flat at the top. I learned how to take food orders because a lot of bars in Australia, food is a part of the pub. That's what I learned. I learned not to drop a lot of plates. That was hard.
Did you drop any plates?
Oh, of course I did. Dropped a lot of plates.
So what else did you do on My Australia?
We had a cricket picnic. It was a 40-degree day.
Do you follow a lot of cricket?
No, I didn't know how to play cricket.
Wonderful.
I just know the basics and that people wear white pants when they play it. It's about it. But I learned how to bowl, how to hit. I just got run out. I want to win. After the cricket, we had a barbecue, and I was always curious about what was in a sausage.
Why do you think barbecues are like the central part of the Australian summer?
Do you know that there's such a thing as like kangaroo sausages? Actually, wasn't there a girl, Christina, from Perth? She had to eat kangaroo meat. She'd never eaten it before.
Did she like it?
Ah, yes, apparently she did.
I like the texture. I like that it's juicy and tender.
Shobbs, you know what you should do? You should tell them about what happened when you went fishing.
You want me to talk about the shark?
Yes. Talk about the shark.
Okay, we went fishing for red snapper. It was like at 7, 8 in the morning. And I have a fear of fish, which is interesting. And we pulled up a shark on the boat. And I was scared.
I will stab you!
This is borderline, right?
But I hear that Tony from Sydney actually went swimming with sharks. By choice.
And how big were the sharks?
Humongous. They were very, very big sharks.
Dangerous?
Well, generally they're sharks, so I figure yes. You'd want to go swimming with sharks?
Maybe.
Maybe. How about you?
No?
My team. He's a little scared about sharks.
It's time to eat. Let's eat.
Thank God.
We've been only staring at it for a long time.
It smells really good. It looks good.
Tastes good too.
She's a good cook. She's a good cook.
Thank you.
Finding out what different people did on the show was really interesting because I got to see what Australia meant to different people and just how they integrated different parts of the culture into their lives.
Jasmine and Shobbie, have anyone of you all graduated?
I only just graduated.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll be graduating in July, so it's my last semester.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen the story about Jason from Tasmania? He graduated recently and his parents came over. It was a very emotional story then.
I think the overseas exposure will certainly help him a lot in overall for the future.
Hopefully Samson and Shane one day will be graduates and we'll be there to see them.
Graduations are really, really big events for us because like my parents value education so much. So it's like there with gongs on.
Dad, tell them some things you did in Australia.
Oh, wow, Australia. First and foremost, we went down to this adventure park, the St. Kilda Adventure Park. And well, having worked in India for almost like 24 hours a day, doing so many things, here I had the opportunity to take out my family out to an adventure park. And mind you, the kids really had a great time out there. Oh, I have to tell you all about the dragon boat race.
Ooh. Wow.
Yes, prior to going for the dragon boat race, I tried to look into why exactly the dragon boat race was held. Met up with a few Chinese friends to know about the tradition part of it. And I learned a little bit of Chinese language also so that I could communicate with the participants out there.
Oh, what did you learn?
Just to say good morning, or rather ways to greet them up. But when I actually went out there and landed up, I met with a bunch of Aussie guys. And it was like surprising. Oh, I'm looking out for some Chinese guys out there. And I'm meeting up with the Aussies. It was a great experience to learn the dragon boat, and the enthusiasm that they show over there is tremendous.
So, Frankie, what else would you like to do on My Australia?
I think given an opportunity, there are a whole lot of things that you can actually do out here in Australia. But the first thing that's on top of my priority list is to get up onto the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Oh man, too late. Tao has already done that. Yeah. And I think she made it to the very top.
Wow.
She went the whole way?
Yeah.
Very brave. I must say she's quite brave.
I think the view must have been really good.
Yeah, and speaking of heights, did you hear Shaiful went up in a hot air balloon? I think that's actually higher up than the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The fire bit in the middle, that would freak me out. The fire coming out. So then how do you plan where you land?
I think you got to control the fire thing.
The fire thing. Oh man.
Jasmine, I heard you went about mountain bike riding.
Yeah, I did. We biked down Mount Lofty, which is the highest point of Adelaide. That was a really, really good experience. I've never gone mountain biking in my life. So some of the parts of the trails are really rocky, and that's when it gets really exciting. Because then you go bum, 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 and I think all of us fell down our bikes.
You got that on film.
Yeah, and I also did another story, which was the Santa Fun Run.
Where did you get your Santa suit?
Oh, so they give one out to every participant who registers. We had beards and a hat and a belt and yeah.
So how many Santas were running?
1,000, more than 1,000.
Did you get to keep your Santa suit?
Yeah, I still have it.
Well, Halloween, you're set out.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, another story I did was seeing the pandas at the zoo. So I got to go behind the scenes and feed the pandas, touch the pandas.
Oh, you are a lucky one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really lucky. Hi, no, it's been really good having all of you here today. We've got some great food. Thanks for cooking the rice and yeah, the
Not brewing up stuff.
yeah. Yeah, let's finish off with some Australian lamingtons and
Yay!
Cheers! Yay! Cheers! Cheers! To my Australia!
Come on, Chen.
That's it for this series of My Australia. It's been a blast presenting it for you. Thanks for watching.